Good morning, my abundant, materially wealthy, healthy and prosperous, powerful and magnetic Promised Land family. Hope this message finds you happy and full of joy. I pray that it does. And I know that it does because we are all marching towards our promised lands, and creation is sending us all the things that we need in order to get there. So know that whatever you are going through right now, you are in the right place at the right time. And what you should just do in all situations is ask for the right answer, and the right answer shall find you. The right solution shall find you. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well with their affirmations. Do not neglect your affirmation work. The subconscious programming is a way to change the way that you're thinking. Okay. Changes who you are by nature, fundamentally changes who you are. So say these things to yourself. Give your subconscious mind the good commands. Okay. Also, use your superpower. What is your superpower? At least one of them. We all at least have one, and that is the ability to hold an image in mind of the noble life that we want. And listen, Devin and I are the only two guys in the group. Everyone else is a woman. Listen, women, you guys are naturally gifted at holding an image in mind. Okay, you guys are naturally gifted and equipped to do that. If you guys hold the image in mind of a guy getting his act together, trust me, that guy's gonna get his act together. The guy's gonna think that it was his idea. Okay, and the same thing works for men. Okay, we just have to train ourselves more to hold these images in mind. Women, you guys do a lot more in imagination than men do. Men are just by nature more logical. Okay, but women, you guys are more imaginative, more creative, more inquisitive, more intuitive, right? Your intuition, a woman's intuition is unrivaled, all right? And so use your intuition in a good way, and use your imagination in a good way, and imagine all the things that you want for yourself. Hold that image in mind. Make that be the image that you believe more than anything else, okay? More than anything else. You know, the Bible says to deny your senses and believe in the thing that you want to see come to pass, that is what faith is like. Faith is a denying of your senses and holding on to the image of what it is that you want. Hold on to the image and deny your senses. Deny what you see around you. Okay. Believe what you see in your mind, because you are pulling that down from heaven the more that you are righteous to the image. And that is the challenge for us all, is we've grown accustomed to certain things. And so those are the images that we're righteous to. Okay. I'll give you an example. Um, I want you to think about this. I'm gonna ask some questions to kind of crack your egg open a little bit to get you to think outside the box. Um, Black people hold an image in mind of racism in this country. But what would happen if you held an image in mind of there being no racism in this country? Would it change? I believe it's possible, or at least you would not experience racism in this country. I believe it's possible. I absolutely believe that possible. Okay, because your imagination creates reality. All right. Now, if you are able to hold an image in your mind of you being rich, will you become a rich person? Absolutely. You must, by the laws of nature, by the laws of the universe, by the laws of creation, by the laws of the Bible, by the promises of the Bible. Okay. Whatever you hold in mind as above all you could ask or imagine. Okay. So imagine yourself rich. Make that be the thing that you believe. Christ says, ask a thing and believe that you've already received it. What he was basically saying is, uh, believe that you have it. Walk around with the feeling that it's already yours. And that's the hard thing, because you have to deny your senses when you don't have the thing. You have to deny everything telling you that you don't have the thing. Okay. So now, just like Devon said yesterday, walk by faith and not by sight is manifesting language. Walk by faith. Walk by the faith in the image, the righteous image that you're holding in your mind of what you want to see accomplished. What does it feel like to be or have whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're affirming, whatever it is that you're praying for? Okay, here's the last thing. Here's the last thing I'm going to say. Everyone here has written their promised land statement. We're still waiting on a couple, but they're coming. And then more people are writing their promised land statements that are not a part of this mastermind. Okay, so this is starting to spread. And you guys are the ones that are saying it or doing it in the US. So you are the exclusive US group. But we have folks that are starting to do this all over the world: South America, Europe, Canada now, the Dominican Republic. So, Africa. So I'm getting the message out there. Indonesia, getting Vietnam, I'm getting the message out there, right? I'm having faith. These are things that I've been holding. Listen, I've been faithful to this image of the promised land statement spreading. And as I'm righteous to more people learning about it, I get more opportunities to teach it and explain it. And so just this morning, someone from Canada who was hard to convince said that she wanted to do it. And I'm thankful for her. Like her life's changed automatically just with the decision. All right. So I want you guys to think about this thing. What are you willing to give in return for your promised land statement? What are you willing to give in return for your promised land statement? This is why I'm telling you this. There's a reason for this why I'm telling you. In the Bible, Hannah, she was the mother of the prophet Samuel, and Hannah was barren. And Hannah was one day praying at the altar, and the priest actually, I believe, thought that she was drunk, okay, because she was just sitting there praying at the altar. And but what she was telling God was, if you give me a son, I will give that son over to you. So she made, in effect, she made a deal with God, right? If you give me what I'm asking for, I will do this in exchange for you giving me what I'm asking for. Okay. And so she had a son, and she promptly gave Samuel over to the priest after he was finished weaning. And Samuel went on to become the first of the major prophets. Okay. He was the one who anointed David as king. And he actually anointed the first king of Israel, who was King Saul. Then he went on to anoint King David. Okay. But now, why do I say this? Um, Telling God what you're willing to give in return for whatever He blesses you with, God honors that. If you demonstrate to God, you prove to God, or you tell God, God, if you give me this, I will do this with it. Okay, I will use it for this reason. I will do these good things with it. God will give you the opportunity. Okay, what are you willing to give in return for the things that you're asking for? Think about that. I've devoted my life to the work that I'm doing. I've devoted my life to being a great metaphysician. I've devoted my life to teaching the planet about the Promised Land Statement. I've devoted my life to helping Black people and people in general, with Black people first, how to change their lives through subconscious programming and holding a righteous image in faith in their imagination of what they want to see happen. I've dedicated my life to this. Dedicated my life to this even when I didn't have a penny in my pocket. Okay, I dedicated my life to it, and I had to prove to God this is how much I want to do it. I'm proving to you that I want to do it. I'm digging my trench. I'm demonstrating my faith. And the more hard-headed and stubborn I became about the idea, God continued to fashion me. Okay, life continued to fashion me. My soul continued to wake up, and the things that I wanted to teach myself and learn that are mysteries of creation, I'm learning. But I've given my life to this, and as I continue to give my life to it, the Creator is righteous to give me the things that I'm asking for. Creation is righteous to give me the things that I'm asking for. And so just know that whatever you're asking for, whether it be money, if you're asking for a certain monthly salary, what type of good service are you going to give in return for it? If you're asking for some noble goal to happen, what good thing are you going to give in return for it? What about yourself are you going to give in return for it? Asking for your promised land statement, what are you going to give in return for it that helps the next man? Okay, and how does the world benefit? Okay, think about those things. Um, and as you identify what those things are, begin to demonstrate them. Just already do them. Already do whatever it is that you are willing to give in exchange for the thing that you're asking the Creator for. Just don't even wait for the thing to come to you. Just start demonstrating already, even before you have what it is that you're asking for. Demonstrate to prove to the Creator. I'm just gonna start doing this right now, digging my trench in faith and action right now, in knowing that you're going to add unto me the thing that I'm asking, and it works. It absolutely works. Okay, it's tried and true. And I have actually an affirmation that some of you are going to be receiving that I talked to yesterday for the things that you're asking for. It's going to be saying this is what you're willing to give in return for the thing that you're asking for, and you're just making this agreement. You're making this agreement with creation, making this agreement with the universe, just making it with the Creator. However you want to express that, and the Creator, creation, the universe will honor it. Okay, will honor it as you demonstrate. and just keep demonstrating, and it's just going to continue to happen. So think about those things. I'm going to talk to everyone individually here, shortly. Hopefully by the end of the week, I'll talk to everyone in the group, and want to get everyone on the right path. Start thinking about your goals. Start thinking about the work that you want to do. Start thinking about the amount of money that you want to earn monthly. Start thinking about fun things, family trips, vacations, good ways to enjoy your life. And we're going to set some goals. We're going to create some affirmations. We're going to create the programming to help you get there. Okay. And the thing that you have to do is say the programming to yourself before sleep and when you wake up, and hold the image in mind. Okay. Here's the last thing. Christmas is coming up. Okay. Christmas is coming up. Listen, here's a great manifestation trick that you're going to love, because listen, thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. Words become flesh. Thoughts become things. Words become flesh. If you are even remotely thinking or wondering, how am I going to pay for Christmas? Ask your kids now for what they want for Christmas. Ask them. Okay, get your kids to write it down. Ask them what they want, and then, as kids are able to do when they're getting on your nerves, especially if they're young, just be like, go play with your toys. Okay, play with your imaginary toy. Have them already start thinking about what it feels like to play with their toy. If you have older kids, that might not be as easy. Okay, but the younger kids, listen. With the younger kids, it's going to be real easy because they're going to go play with it. They're already going to give themselves the feeling of having the toy. And listen, once they do that, they're going to attract the toy to themselves because they've already believed that they have the toy. It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful manifestation technique to help you, parents, get the thing that you want, and grandparents get the thing that you want, right? Be like, all right, baby, play with your toy. Just make it a game for them, especially if they're still young enough to play in imagination and do that kind of thing. Um, Once they feel like they're playing with it and it becomes a real experience to them, and young kids are great at doing that, they're going to attract the toy to themselves. And you have basically a whole month to play around with this concept. Okay. So I wanted to leave you guys with that. Have fun with that one, especially if you have young kids. I feel like you'll be able to have a lot of fun with that one. But it's going to help. Listen, it's going to help you get whatever money you need for that kid, for your kid to have the toy that he wants. It's just going to come to you. Whatever is needed to happen for the kid to get what the kids want is going to happen. Okay. And then by your kids putting down what they want for Christmas, like, it just happens. And they're going to already start imagining themselves having whatever it is. This is for those with the older kids. Okay. They're going to start imagining themselves having whatever it is already. Just go ahead and do that. Let their imaginations work in your favor. Okay. Let their imaginations work in your favor. And then I'll even come up with a little statement that they can put on their uh, Christmas list to help pull it down. Okay, give them an affirmation to say this is a great way to introduce them to affirmations, a great way to introducing them to manifesting. And I'll write something in there that gives them a conscious response. But listen, get them to just say this before they go to bed over what they want. And they probably won't have to do it for long. Do it long. But I'm telling you, it's going to help you. So use, like, your kids' subconscious minds are great assets to you. So use them because they're still most connected to their divine form and still believe in the imaginative possibilities of life more than we do as we get older. So use that to your benefit. If that wasn't clear, hit me up individually and I'll explain that concept out a little bit more. But get them to write a list. I'm going to think of an affirmation to put at the end of the list for them to say before they go to sleep. So they can say this to themselves before they go to sleep. If this is you saying, okay, guys, we're learning something new. We're going to learn how to manifest together as a family. Okay. Get your whole family in on the manifesting, because when two people get together, miracles happen. We're already proof of that. Okay. We're already proof of that. We're praying for each other right now as we speak. Now, put that same energy in your house. Put the same exact concept and principle to work in your home. And kids want a good Christmas. So let's get the manifestation party started in your house. And everybody's going to be saying the same thing. And then it's up to creation to figure out how you're going to get the things that you want. All right. Okay. Hope that made sense. Gave myself some additional work to do today that I wasn't expecting, but I just feel like that's a good idea. I'm actually excited to help you guys manifest stuff for your kids for Christmas. All right, you guys have a great day. Do powerful, magnetic, and abundant things. Build wealth in all your actions and your words and your thoughts. Um, and whenever you come across a thought that you don't want to have, reject it. You tell creation, I reject this thought, and replace it with a good thought. You tell creation you reject whatever thoughts that you don't want to see rolling around in your mind, and you replace it with a good thought. That's your superpower. That's how you help the creator give you above all you ask or imagine, as you show him the image of what you want to see fall down from heaven. You have to imagine it though. And just use that muscle. It works. And once you learn how to get it strong enough to hold an image in mind, trust me, you just start to attract. Just imagine that image as a magnet. Once you're able to hold that image in mind and walk around with it constantly, just imagine that image over your head like a magnet. Okay. And you're just going to attract everything to that image that you need for it to become a real thing in physical form. It just works that way. All right, my friends, you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, one more thing to just kind of punctuate what I want to say about kids being able to manifest in very imaginative ways. So there's an author named Neville Goddard. He was a great mystic in the mid 20th century, basically teaching the same things that I'm teaching. He had his own way of doing it, and I've grabbed a lot of the ways that I teach this concept from him. And one of his stories, he was talking about how he was consulting with a grandmother. She was consulting with a woman. She was a grandmother, and she brought her grandchild with her to the appointment with Neville. And so he was coaching the grandmother through something. I don't recall what it was, but the little boy was listening. He was still passively listening to what Neville was saying. And then so at the end he said, "So all I have to do is imagine that I have something and really believe that I have it, and it'll be mine." And Neville said basically yes. He said, "Okay, well I want a dog. I'm gonna imagine that I have a dog." And the woman, the grandmother, said, "Well, your parents don't want you to have a dog. They're not going to allow you to have a dog because the kid had been wanting a dog for a long time." So this kid at night, before he went to bed, imagined that he had a dog. Imagine that his dog was curled up with him in the bed. He played with the dog. He talked to the dog. He had a whole good time with his dog before sleep. And lo and behold, one day there was a writing contest that happened. I don't know if it was for his school or something in the city, but wherever he was, this contest about, what would you do if you had a puppy or something like that came about. And the little kid wrote about the type of dog that what he would do with his dog because he had already imagined this. So he wrote his story down and the kid won. The kid won the contest. But all the work was done before the contest even came to be. The contest was just a manifestation of what the kid wanted. It was a vehicle to give him the dog, okay? But he already imagined himself having the dog. And because he had wrote an essay of this great time that he was going to have, and the dog was a collie, he wanted a collie. And that was the type of dog that he actually ended up winning, was a collie. Because he went through the trouble writing the essay and winning some citywide competition. His parents allowed him to keep the dog when at first they were absolutely averse to him having an animal. But because he earned it through writing for it, they let him keep it. So this kid did the thing in imagination, played with it, made it real, and manifested himself a dog. It works. I'm telling you this. This is a childlike faith. This is why you should not keep the little kids from Christ, or keep them from imagination. That's really what it's saying. Okay, keep not the little kids from me. Keep not the little kids from believing anything is possible. Is really what Jesus was saying there. Keep not the little kids from believing that anything is possible. That's what Jesus was saying when he said, "Keep the little kids not from me." Okay, keep not the little kids from imagining that anything is possible. So give your kids a chance to imagine, and just agree with them. That's your job. Don't worry about what it is that they have on the list. Just be like, if my kids want this, tell them to play with it. It's not your job. Your job is to just believe that they're going to have it. And the universe will provide the how. Just like you did for this, young kid. He he played with his dog. I don't know how many nights he did it, but he played with his dog before sleep, his imaginary dog before sleep. And then here, lo and behold, here comes a contest that he won. And it all started with him just already believing that he had the dog, and he was putting into action the principle of imagining that he had something, point blank, period. It really works that way. And, really release this concept into your house to your children. Like, let them help you get the things that you want for your house. Take some of the responsibilities off your shoulder, right? Seriously, take some of the responsibility off your shoulder and know that everybody's subconscious mind in there is a big magnet to attract all the things they want. And if you apply this principle, I'm telling you to apply imagination, and then you're not spreading it to your kids. Why not? They should be able to do the same thing. Teach it to them. Teach them this concept. Teach it to them. Don't wait until they get older or feel like you have to do it all on your own. Teach it to them. Let them help you get the thing that you want to get for them. Like, work together as a family. Manifest together as a family in this way. All right. Okay, guys. I made that message shorter, but I know that it works. So don't deny yourself the opportunity to see how it works. Just don't. Like, help yourselves out. Let your kids help you. Do let your kids help you, and all they have to do is imagine. It's contrary to what's been taught. It's contrary to what they've been told. It's contrary to what a lot of people believe. But the results are the results. Okay. Teach them about manifesting now, and as they get older, it only becomes easier. Okay. All right. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.